A service of Pensacola Junior College, this is WSRE-TV, Pensacola, your public broadcasting station.
Pensacola's E.W. Hopkins quits the State Ethics Commission. An update on the Sheriff's Department, Pensacola's Disaster Relief Office is open, and the first of a 5-part series on Pensacola After Dark. The news is next.
For Tuesday, March 27th, your direct line to local news.
Good evening, I'm Mike Kellerman. Pensacola Savings and Loan Executive E.W. Hopkins has resigned from the State Ethics Commission in Tallahassee. In a letter to the panel's Executive Director, Larry Gonzalez, Hopkins says his business commitments are conflicting with the Ethics Commission meeting schedules. The resignation of Hopkins from the Ethics Commission creates a second vacancy on the 9-member panel. Dr. Paul Brown of Fort Myers also resigned recently. Well, 2 offices have been set up by the federal government to aid victims of Pensacola's disastrous floods earlier this month. More than 50 residents have already begun procedures for reimbursement on their property losses. Cheryl Myers has more.
The 2 offices set up by the federal government are located at the courthouse in Milton and here at the National Guard Armory on Gregory Streets. The hours are 9 to 6 daily, and residents are urged to go down and report any losses suffered from the great rains of March 3rd and 4th. Residents should bring with them proof of ownership of their homes and lost possessions, any receipts from money spent the past 3 weeks, estimates of damaged articles, and any insurance policies that could have bearing on their claim. Just who is eligible?
All people are eligible. People are thinking that, you know, I am ineligible because I'm making X number of dollars, etc. They still should come in and apply.
No matter what you lost?
Well, whatever you lost.
And no matter where you live?
Where you live. Let's really make that, because I think initially there was a misconception that there was a target area identified around the South 9th Avenue area, and people began to think that those were going to be the only people eligible. And the thing I want to emphasize is that this is a county-wide program. If you live in Century, Beulah, Myrtle Grove, Brent, it doesn't matter. Come in and at least talk to us and let us make the determination.
The actual amount of money to be expended to residents isn't known yet and probably won't be until sometime next week. But residents do have 60 days to file their claims. When will they know how much they will receive?
The maximum grant is $5,000 per family, and it would be up to $5,000. And I don't have an estimate as to what the average grant would be, but the estimate for the total program is in the neighborhood of about $200,000 right now.
And this is state assistance alone?
Right. It's state assistance, and they put up 25% of the program cost, and the federals put up 75% of the total program cost. If they had all their documentation, all the receipts and everything, it could be, you know, around 10 days to 2 weeks if everything was running smoothly. I could say we were going to try to get it out to them 10 days after the grant has been approved.
The Disaster Aid Office here at the National Guard Armory at the corner of G and Gregory Streets was only scheduled to be open for 2 days, today and tomorrow. They'll open their doors again tomorrow at 9 a.m. and work until 6 p.m., but if need be, officials say they'll keep their doors open to answer all the claims of those affected. I'm Cheryl Myers for Newsline 23.
There's a company in Pensacola attempting to attract retired persons to our area as permanent residents. The company is called Settle on Pensacola, and it held a luncheon today to explain its program. Jerry Levins reports.
A program aimed at getting retirees into the Pensacola area was presented at a noon luncheon today in the El Toro room at the Sheraton Inn. Invited guests included many city and county officials who seemed impressed with the presentation and the overall scheme for bringing retirees into Pensacola. According to John Donovan, president of Settle on Pensacola, they are a non-profit organization dedicated to telling the Pensacola story to retirees and those potential retired persons.
Settle on Pensacola basically was formed with the realtors, home builders, and people like attorneys, closing attorneys, and also other people that were interested in bringing to Pensacola some good, positive people that can contribute in a positive way to our economy.
How is it financed?
It's financed basically through the realtors and the home builders, closing attorneys, and mortgage companies, but now we're endeavoring to broaden the basis of our financing so that we can do a better job.
How are you doing that? By broadening?
Okay, we're holding these meetings, showing people what we're trying to do, showing them the film clip that Jack has worked up, and in this way we get more people interested, because really it's not only the home builders or the realtors or the attorneys that benefit from this program, but everybody does. These people come into town, they not only buy homes, but they buy automobiles, clothes, gasoline, the whole realm of things that people have to buy in order to live.
Donovan says their organization is looking for people in the northeast section of the United States, like Chicago, Detroit, parts of Ohio, and some of the industrial states up north. The program is exclusively aimed at retirees who do not have to work, but who can live off their retirement salary, buy a large home, and contribute economically to the community. Among county officials attending the luncheon was County Administrator Rodney Kindig. How will the program benefit Pensacola, this area?
The benefits for Pensacola are really very numerous, starting with the income generation to most of all the people resource that they bring, and I also think the caliber of the people that were going to come here, because I think they're going to fit in with the community that wants to grow, but wants to grow in a very sane and a very, very sensible kind of way.
Another advantage for the city with the influx of retirees is the above-average purchasing power these people could bring. That would affect ad valorem taxes and broaden the tax base.
The tax base will increase both in the real estate that is purchased, either land and or lands with homes, and the income that is produced through the sales tax and the gas tax and all the